Hi guys. Okay, I guess this is saying I'm live. It's doing all kinds of crazy crap on the screen. I wasn't sure if I was even going to do this. The one and it brings a really profound, a really profound sadness. Not to worry, not to worry. This body's had a fever for, like 10 days. And so I haven't been doing much of anything except healing the body. And I don't even know if I'm looking at the right place. But anywho, welcome to whoever comes here. This may be relevant for you. I know that I just, been taking a huge break, taking care of this body and, bringing it back into balance. And along with that came a lot of other kind of alchemical surprises. So about 2 weeks ago, I woke up at about 5, when you're in between that state, right? But you're completely awake because you can like move your hair out of the way, or you can, touch yourself, or you can crack your knuckles, or you can do something really tangible so you're completely awake. Well, when I woke up, I sleep with my bedroom door closed, and I opened my eyes and I just looked at the door and it had this writing on it. I don't know what the writing is yet. I say yet because it may be revealed. Spirit may reveal it. But there was writing all over the door, like across the door. And I know it's being projected from within what I am. So I'm looking at it and I'm looking at all this writing, and it was symbols and like very beautiful and eloquent in its own way, even though I didn't know what it was. So as I'm looking at the door, it expanded, the writing. I turned my head, and the writing was across, like I have my closet doors, the wall of closet doors, and it went right across. And then another side wall went right across where my window is, and right across, like where you see behind me, right across these mirrors, the walls. So literally every wall was covered in this. It was not the 𝑚𝒓𝒖𝒻. It was not the 𝑚𝒓𝒖𝒻. It was not ancient Egyptian. It could have been angelic. I deal with a lot of angel energy, but literally I have never had an experience like this. And I just laid there looking around at the walls, just looking at it and observing it for about 10 minutes, solid minutes. I wasn't afraid. I didn't feel afraid. I didn't feel freaked out. Nothing like that. And so I just kept looking. I kept observing it. And as a matter of fact, the writing actually, I had this real sense of calm with it, which was really interesting. The more that I observed it, and still so still and calm was the vibe I was getting, that and it was beautiful. Let me just say, it was like really beautiful symbolically, this writing. And I don't know if it was calming or that's just my natural state of calm, but I really felt calm. And it was so calm that after about 10 minutes of looking, I know I sound congested. I'm still clearing this, whatever this was, out of the body. So excuse me for that. I just wanted to get this out there. Maybe some other people are having this experience or something similar. So anyway, I'm so calm that after about 10 minutes, it felt like 10 minutes, because I was just looking at it, just like as if I'm looking at the mirrors behind me. It was here, like that, like at the 3D level. And the writing was all over the walls. And so I'm just looking. And I fell back asleep. So calm. It wasn't like, excitement and oh my God, look at this. This is so freaky. What do I do with this? And it wasn't even like that. It was just like, there's the writing, acknowledging, and went back to sleep. So I was fully wide awake. It wasn't like in between worlds. It wasn't like that, like when our eyes are loose and relaxed and then we see things that we regularly don't see. It wasn't like that. Was I relaxed? Yes, but it wasn't like that. For that duration, it was just here, just like like that mirror hanging on the wall. It was just here. And then prior to that, so I don't know how this is all going to tie together, but so after I saw that, I decided to watch this mini series called Bridgerton. And in the beginning, there's this big tree. I think it's Bridgerton if I don't have the wrong series, but there's this big tree and it had writing all over the tree. And I was like, what's up with, okay, writing? It's not the same writing. It's not the symbols that I witnessed that were covering all of my walls and door. And it was very uniform. It was very uniform and very deliberate. It wasn't scribble. It was very deliberate, some repeating symbols. It was a language. And so anyway, I saw the tree and I was like, oh, that's wild. And then just now I was on Facebook and Dawna 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒃, he had a post and it had writing. It had a woman's head and it was about forgiveness. And there was writing coming from all words. And I'm like, and I was just like, that's very interesting because this happened about 2 weeks ago, right? So the writing across my walls, that happened about 2 weeks ago. Just now is when I saw the woman with the hair. And about 2 weeks ago is also when that Bridgerton, I think it's Bridgerton series, when that tree trunk showed up. And so anyway, excuse me. Excuse me. So now I went, to check messages on Facebook, whatever. And I don't spend a whole lot of time on there at all. But I like to go every now and then and say hi to people or see what's going on. So I saw that with Dawna 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒃, his post with that forgiveness and all the words. And I was like, oh, wow. And it brought me back to the words, the writing, that I really feel at some point I'm going to know what this writing says. I feel like, okay, it was shown to me for a reason. It was revealed for a reason. Phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. My walls completely covered. I can still see it. So not only that, today I go on and this beautiful friend posts this thing, shared a photo from someone else. I can't remember the name now, but I'll do my best to remember it and put a link below if I can do that, because it was a Facebook post about alignment, cosmic alignment. And there's an alignment that's happening with all of that, that's like Jupiter, Venus, Pluto, and there's an actual photo that someone took and they caught the alignment, and some other people have seen it too, and they're perfectly perpendicular in alignment, like perfect alignment. But even before that, there's another friend on Facebook that posted The Dark Crystal, and I love that movie, and my daughter who passed, she loves that movie since she was a little girl, and I couldn't understand what she loved about it, but it resonated with her from a little girl. And anyway, this friend on Facebook was talking about the Dark Crystal, and she was taking through the symbology and the coding within it, which we all do, right? Once we know everything's code, we can break everything down, right? So she decided to go through the Dark Crystal and just share what she was getting in symbols. And in the Dark Crystal, the light being absorbs the so-called dark being into them when the alignment is correct. And so even before I saw that alignment, I saw this other post with her talking about the alignment. And when the alignment happens in the Dark Crystal, the whole system of control and all of the creatures, the different creatures than the I don't know what their name is in the Dark Crystal, but they're different. The dark ones, so-called dark, are different creatures. They're monstrous, and they're slave pushers, and they're control freaks, and power corrupted, and all of the same symbolics of we know who. So on the earth today, and so she was pointing that out about the alignment. and look what happens, and everything crumbles, everything they built falls, everything, and they're absorbed back into light, and that's it, and it's done. And so right after that, then I see this from another friend. I don't know if she knows this other friend exists. Then that's when I saw the planets align. And I was like, oh boy, this is just really, really, really interesting. So then that's the thing, is I'm like, there's all these moving pieces, and I'm not sure if they mean anything. So I'm just like presenting the pieces. So prior to that, if I rewind, there were these two women that were talking about rays from the sun, and frequencies that were being emitted that were for our benefit, coming from the sun. And they were particular colors, and it wasn't just them, but it was people writing to them, having the same dream, sharing the same dream. Now, I've had that dream about mass so-called UFOs. I call them airships. I had that dream years ago of massive airships in the sky. Massive. Like when I look up,